All right, we're live. Hey, Facebook. Hey, Instagram. How are you? Sorry that this is so late. I meant to go live earlier today, and then I got swooped up into the Christmas shopping fun. so I'm on now. Hey, everyone. I want to jump in and talk tonight about what it takes to truly be healthy, happy, and fit. And it's interesting because every time I share things on workouts, people say, well, I don't have the time to work out. Or if I share things with nutrition, it's, well, I don't have time to prepare. Or if I share things about mindset, they say, well, I have a good mindset. There's always a reason why whatever I'm sharing, people will say, well, I already have a challenge with that. So I want to dive in and chat about what it really takes and what the critical components are, because it's not really even what you think it is. There's a big misunderstanding about what people think it takes and what it doesn't take. And that's what I want to chime in on. So for those of you that don't know me, I'm Natalie Jill, and I kill fat for a living, not just the fat on our bodies, but also what I call false assumed truths. Those are those beliefs that have been holding us back from achieving great things in life. That's what I help kill. And I am known for helping women age in reverse. And I've been doing that for a number of years. Started with my books and 7-Day Jumpstart years ago. And then since then, it has really evolved, and I can help people of all ages, but I've really specialized with women in their 40s, 50s, and beyond, and helping them age in reverse. I myself am 48. If you are watching me live right now, please let me know that you're on. Let me know your name. Let me know where you're watching me from. And please share your age. I love knowing when I'm reaching women close to my age. If you are outside of that age range, you're still welcome to be here. I think you'll get some great tips from tonight. But know that that has primarily been my focus, women in their 40s, 50s, and beyond, because that's who I can most relate to. So thanks for joining me. What prompted the discussion for tonight was, many of you know I've been sharing about an upcoming challenge I'm doing for you all in January. It's called the Back to Basics Challenge, and it's a challenge to help you slim down. And I made a decision for this upcoming Back to Basics challenge that I was going to focus on nutrition, and I want to explain why. And what's funny is when I went to post about it today, I had several people message or comment or say to me in some form of this. They would say, and I've heard this many times before, if working out was my career or job, I would be in shape too. Have you ever thought that? If working out was my job, I would be in shape too. That's what I want to talk into first. First of all, I know it might appear that that's what I do for a living, that I just live in a gym and work out, but that is not at all what I do. In fact, I don't train clients one-on-one. I have not done that in years. I do own a few businesses. I'm a mom. I'm very busy, and I don't live in a gym at all. And what many of you may or may not know about me is that I had surgery about 2 weeks ago on my back. So for the last year and a half, call it, I have not been able to work out the way that I always loved to work out. I love doing extreme workouts. I did that for years. And then I was injured 2.5 years ago and had a first back surgery that took away the rupture and the pain I initially had. But about a year and a half ago, I started getting a lot of pain, and so much pain that I thought about maybe I have to shift careers entirely. I thought, how am I supposed to be a fat loss, fitness, and nutrition expert if I myself am in pain every single day and can't work out? That's what was going through my head. And I stayed in a little bit of a pity party for a while. And then I went back to what I know. I said, okay, wait a minute. I know that life is a decision and that excuses and challenges come up for us daily. And we have a choice. We can either get completely stuck in our excuse and let that stop us from achieving great things or moving forward, or we can find workarounds. Now, around this time that I was having this setback with my health and my back, which was a year and a half ago, I was also having some other setbacks in my life that I did not share a lot of this publicly. I was having some massive setbacks in my business, not because I wasn't having clients or success with my programs, I was, but because of some bad decisions I had made with hiring and outsourcing and just not really looking at numbers. I made some really big mistakes there with the wrong consultants, things like that. I was having some struggles in my marriage, and my husband Brooks and I were solid now, but he's my second husband, and we were having some struggles. So I was dealing with some financial stuff with my business, some bad mistakes there, marriage issues, and I was dealing with an injury. So my one outlet, which was always working out, keeping healthy, staying active, was not working for me. I couldn't do that. So it was a huge setback for me. And I really had to do some deep dive onto that. Like, okay, if my one outlet has always been working out, not just as a career, this is my outlet, what do I do here? And I went through a lot of discussions with myself with like, well, do I stop working out? Do I just completely shift careers? What do I do? And I decided that I was gonna find workarounds, and I did. And many of you know I've spoken into the pain cycle where I chose, based on my doctor saying it's okay, to work through the pain. Because I knew that if I worked out anyway, even on a small level, that mentally I would feel good, and that very act of moving my body would help with inflammation, it would help me feel better, and it always did. It wasn't gonna make it worse. But it was chronic pain. It was chronic pain. Now, fortunately, I'm very lucky. Almost 2 weeks ago, I had a surgery, a second back surgery. It was not a fusion. It was a laser endoscopic spine surgery where he removed the part that was really giving me the pain. So I have basically no disc between L5, S1, but because it's been fusing together on its own, it was really impinging on some nerves, and it was interfering with all kinds of things on the left side, which was causing my pain. So I opted, instead of doing a fusion, I opted to do the laser endoscopic, which has taken me out of pain. Knock on wood, I feel very fortunate and blessed. That being said, I'm just now getting back to workouts. And I have the hopes of getting back to the intensity that I used to do. Now, what's misleading is sometimes you all will see me doing chin-ups or pull-ups or pushing this sled, and you're like, oh, so hardcore. You must be working so hard all the time. If only I could work that hard all the time. Y'all, my workouts are like 20, 30 minutes. 20, 30 minutes, that's it. I don't spend hours at the gym. I never have. But what I will share is when I do work out, it's always been under 2 rules. Always progressing and always creating intensity for me. So what I want you to take from this right now, the first thing I want you to take from this is whatever you're struggling with now, whatever you're dealing with, there are things you can do. Now, I don't know what those are because I don't know your personal situation, but there's always something you can do, right? And that's what I knew about myself. And I decided to do the things that I could do with progression and intensity to make them count. And that made a big difference for me. So I want you to know, you listening, that I understand you. If you've got an injury, you've got pain, you've got a diagnosis, whatever it is, there is still something you can do. And assuming your doctor says it's okay to move, if your doctor is saying that, then working through that, getting through that pain cycle makes a big difference. Okay, but that's not the point of this live. I wanted to touch on that because it's important. The point of this live is where I'm an expert is not just fitness. I'm an expert in fat loss in general. I've got 2 best-selling books, 7-Day Jumpstart, Unprocess Your Diet, and then I've got Aging in Reverse, 2 books that have been bestsellers. I've been on the cover of countless magazines, Women's World years ago, my most recent with Strong. Fat loss is what I help with. Fat loss is what I know. Fat loss is what I'm gifted with helping, and I'm gonna show you countless transformations that I've helped people with. But what I want you to know is the reason my clients have had success with me has nothing to do with the workouts. It has nothing to do with the workouts at all. And I mean it. And I'm gonna show you some of these things. Okay, that doesn't mean they didn't work out. It just has nothing to do with the workouts. I'm gonna tell you what worked. And I'm gonna show you a few people first. This is Terry, meet Terry. When I first met Terry, this was her. She had no confidence. She was at her wit's end. She had pain. She had cravings. She was bloated. She was overweight. She was unhealthy. This was Terry. But I remember her saying she just felt horribly not confident at all. I worked with Terry. This is her now. This is the same person, y'all. What's so crazy about this, like you look at Terry here and people would have said that's genetic. It's just what it is. No, it's not. Because they look at her now and probably say the same thing. It's just genetics. No, it's not. Terry made a decision. She followed what I shared, and this is her now. And I'm gonna show you guys what these things are. I'm gonna give you the formula. I'm gonna tell you exactly what you need to do tonight. And I'm gonna tell you how you can have those extreme results. This is another one. This is one of my favorite clients. This is Landa. Landa's probably watching. This was Landa before. This is when I met her. This was Landa, who also had that story of I don't have time, I work full time, blah, blah, blah. This was her. This is her now. She sent this picture to me on her vacation, so excited about what she was wearing. This is her. This was my client. Again, this is not because of workouts. This is about some other things that I'm gonna share with you and I'm gonna teach you. I have countless testimonials, but I'm gonna show you this one right now because this is one of my favorites. This is Nicole. Nicole's beautiful. This is when I met her, right here. Everyone said the same thing to Nicole. You're so beautiful, but that was the behind the back. But if she would just lose the weight, if she would just be healthier. This was in Nicole's way of her life. She had a great career. She was gorgeous. She was friendly. She's smart. She had all the things going with her, but her body was not working for her. Her body was not working with her. I'm not going to beat around the bush here, you guys. This is not healthy. This is not healthy. This is your interruption if you're listening. I can be politically correct and say, oh, it's okay. You're pleasantly plump. No, this is not healthy. Nicole was going to be somebody that was going to get early diseases. She wouldn't be around a long time, and that's not what I wanted for her. This is her now. Look at this. Same person. Same person. And this had nothing to do with workouts, you all. She changed. She went from here to here with what I'm about to show you. You guys in? You want to know? And I see some of my clients on here right now. Hi, Dive. I see you. So she knows what I'm talking about here. Okay, y'all. So here's what I want you to know. For transformation to take place, I've talked a lot about a transformation triangle. I'm going to draw my little, we'll do it with my hands, little transformation triangle right here. There's 3 things that need to be in place. And in order of priority, they are, number 1, changing of your state. That's your mindset. That's your belief around that. Now, I did a whole video on this live 2 days ago. So I'm not going to go crazy into that, but right now, to recap all that. But the gist of it is, every single person I have helped, Nicole, Landa, before and after, Terry, before and after, countless people. I'll show you more pictures in a minute too. Every single one of them, they had to do 2 things first. You know what those are? Any guesses what they had to do first? Number 1, they had to make a decision. They had to decide. They had to decide that they were absolutely done buying into their reasons why. They were done with the excuses. They were done getting their excuses validated. They were done staying stuck where they are. They were done being in an unhealthy body. They were done being overweight. You all, being overweight is not healthy for you. I can still love you, but it's not healthy for you. So I'm not going to tell you that it's okay. It's not okay. My dad dropped dead of a heart attack at age 49. This was my dad, the closest person in my life. Dropped dead of a heart attack at 49. I never got to say goodbye to him. My message for you is the one I wish I could have interrupted him with, okay? It is not healthy. It's not healthy to do that. I'm taking a stand for all of you. The number 1 thing you have to do, you have to decide. You get to decide that you're drawing a line in the sand and you're done. You're done buying into, I'm gonna be pleasantly plump. I'm gonna just be accepted with this. This is okay. This is my genetics. This is my habits. No, y'all, it is not okay. I want you around. I want your families to have you around. I want you to make the second half of your life the best half of your life. I want you to thrive. It makes me feel terrible that I hear you all saying that you feel defeated, that you feel like it's too late, that you feel like there's just information overload, that you feel like everyone's out to just get, I don't know. Y'all, it's not too late. It's a decision. It's a decision. It comes first. And I want you to hear me with this. You are not too old and it is not too late. It starts with a decision. And that decision has to be that you're done with the reasons why you can't. You've got to decide it. Okay, if you're there, please tell me. I want you to chime in. Say, I've decided. Say, I've decided. I wish, you guys, I wish more than anything I could bring my dad back and have him decide this because he would be here to meet his grandkids. My dad died before there was social media. My dad died before there was cell phones that we held everywhere. We used to have those bag cell phones. My dad never met his grandkids. My dad is not there for me now. And had I interrupted him when he was age 49, he might still be here. So I'm interrupting you right now. I was just at the mall and I walked by countless people that were like Terry was. Countless people that were like Landa was. And it breaks my heart because I know that they can do this. And it doesn't require hours at the gym. So number 1, you all, it's a decision. So yes, please tell me, Jennifer, you've decided. You've decided. I love it. Also, Amy, you've decided. You all decide. That is the number 1 first step. Okay? Make a decision. Here's the amazing thing once you make a decision. They always say, when the student is ready, the teacher appears, right? So you decide, and the teacher appears. Now, I hope I'm your teacher, and I have an opportunity for you if you'll allow me to be your teacher. If I'm not your teacher, no hard feelings, find a teacher. Find somebody to help you, because this is your time to do this. This is your time. So number one, make a decision. I love that you all are saying, I've decided. Thank you. Thank you. This is great. I love it. Ronnie, you've decided. Hi, Lisa. Jessica's decided. I love it. Diva's decided. I love it. Rose, I've decided. Yes, you all see it. I love it. I did a post earlier. Somebody wrote in the comments. They said, if I didn't work 45 hours a week, if it was my job to work out, I'd be in shape. And I thought, gosh, you're missing it. It has nothing to do with that. It's a decision. There are people that work 80 hours a week that are fit. There are people that can't work and are fit. There are people that work 2, 3 jobs and are fit. It has nothing to do with that. It starts with a decision. Donna, you've decided. Mary, you've decided. Rose, you've decided. I love it. Felicia, what if I've decided before and I still fell back? Decide, Felicia, that you're not falling back. Like literally decide. Failure is not an option. It's happening. It's a decision. Okay, only once you've decided can you take those next steps. Because if you're thinking, I've tried everything, nothing works for me, or it's my genetics, or I'm too old, or she doesn't know what she's talking about, or it works for her but not me, then it's not gonna work for you. That decision is that very first step. Y'all, a couple weeks ago, I was having a pity party for myself. It was before a couple months ago, having a pity party for myself. This is back in September. My birthday was September 2nd. And my back was in so much pain. It was before I did this surgery again. And I went on like a month of rebellion. I was just gonna eat whatever the heck I wanted. I decided that I just wasn't gonna decide. That's what I did. And I swear, sometimes things happen in life just to test us. This is what I believe. So I was, no joke, eating a box of gluten-free donuts. They were gluten-free because I'm celiac. That doesn't make them healthy, but they were gluten-free. In fact, my friend Jenna had brought me a few, and then Mindy, who is close with our family, brought me a few for my birthday. And I was literally eating a box of gluten-free donuts. And I don't know how much I gained. Actually, I do know how much I gained. I had gained about, 11 pounds of fluff, 12 pounds maybe. I wasn't getting on the scale at that time. And I was just letting things go in September, knowing I would get back on track when. But I was getting in that mode. And I checked Instagram that day, and I had a direct message from Strong Magazine. And they said, hey, we would love to put you on our November, December cover. And I was like, okay. I showed it to my husband as I'm eating the donuts, and I'm thinking, okay, this might be the first opportunity like that I have to turn down, because I got some fluffy stuff happening. So I was gonna say no. And instead I said, no, wait a minute. I know this. I know it's always a decision, and I also know nutrition like nobody's business, and I can dial this stuff in. I can dial it in. So they told me they would do a shoot in a month. That shoot changed to 10 days. And I want to tell you, you guys have seen the cover. This is on Stands Now. This was 10 days of me dialing back in my nutrition. So what I teach, it works. Why am I sharing all this with you? Why am I sharing all this with you? Because I have an opportunity for you guys. And there is not going to be another opportunity like this. Many of you have known I've done Full Body Reset before. I've done Fat Loss Academy before. When I've opened those were always like $500. Always $500, $497 to be exact. I'm doing something very different this January. It's not Full Body Reset. It's not Fat Loss Academy. But what I am doing, and I've made this super affordable for any of you that have decided, you have to decide. I am doing a challenge for you this January. It's called the Back to Basics Trim Down Challenge. Now, why is it back to basics with an X? Basics. Back to basics because I'm going to X out all of the ridiculous information overload that you've been fed. I'm going to X out all of the excuses you've believed, all those false assumed truths, and we're going to get back to basics, and I'm going to help you, help you through this nutrition piece and the mindset piece like nobody's business so you can get results. You're going to have 4 weeks with me every single day. You're gonna have private access to a group, not on Facebook. You'll have access to my actual Aging in Reverse membership site where we'll handle everything there. You're gonna have detailed nutrition plans with swap out options, don't worry. So if you're already like, I don't like all foods, or I don't like to cook, or I am allergic to this, no problem. swap out options, 2 different menu options, recipe choices if you like to cook or you don't like to cook. You're going to have optional workouts. They're not mandatory. Optional workouts you can do anywhere. You're gonna have a weekly live call with me where I'm actually teaching you and taking every single question you have. And you'll have daily video that comes from me that will take less than 2 minutes to watch to keep you on track. This month is gonna get you radical results. January will get you radical results. Failure is like literally not an option. Not an option. No one that decides to do this and goes all in with me in January will fail. You will not fail. You will only have success. You'll lose the weight. You're gonna lose that bloat. You're gonna start dropping the excuses because you won't have any excuses. You're gonna realize how well this is gonna work for you. You're gonna have every question answered. You're gonna have accountability. You'll have daily motivation. You're gonna have me nagging at you in a good way, like your personal fairy on top of you, making sure you're getting this done and that you're having this work for you. And we're gonna create massive results. I want you in this, you all. Look, I'm gonna show you a few more people. This is Karen. Karen started where you were. This is where she is now, you all. Same thing. Decided, followed what I teach. Decided, followed what I teach. I see Amy on. This was Amy. You know I'm going to show you a picture right there. That was her. What? That's her now. Seriously, look how good. Wait, another one. They keep coming. This was Melissa when I met her. You all can relate to this, right? Can't button the jeans. Don't feel good about myself. Losing confidence. Look at her now. What? Seriously. She's exactly where you all were, you all. All of the people that I showed you. Terry, Landa, exactly where you are right now. Nicole. Nicole has abs now. You can do this, all of you. You can do this. I want to know, what I want to know now is, are you in? Are you in with me? Because this is not $500. This is not even a fifth of that price. This is a challenge that I'm opening up to all of you that is only for you if you are committed and ready to decide. I only want you in if you've literally decided to go all in with me, because I can't make you do things. But if you can tell me you're all in and you've decided, then I want you to go to that link, okay? Go to basics.me. Backtobasics.me. And I'm gonna, sorry, Instagram, I'm putting it down right here so I can try to type this in here. Let's see if I can type a comment here. I gotta type sideways while I'm on my, whoops, let's see if we can do this. Now I feel really talented. I'm typing sideways on my iPad. Back to, because I wanna make sure I spell this right for you. Basics.me. There we go. Backtobasics.me. Return. Yay, I just did it. Okay. So whether you're on Instagram or Facebook, backtobasics.me, that will get you the early bird spot. That will lock it down for January. Now, until January, the challenge doesn't start till January, but don't worry. It's not going to be instant right now. But you're just grabbing your spot and saving your spot at the discounted rate. That's what's happening by you doing it now. That means I know you're in. I'm ready for you. We start at the beginning of January. Prior to January, you are gonna get a few prep things. I'm still ironing out exactly what I want you to do, but there'll be fun things geared towards mindset because I wanna get you in the right state. I did not wanna start the challenge itself before the holidays. I'm not gonna do that to you. I want you to enjoy the holidays. I just want you to start getting in the right state of mind. But come January, y'all, it is game on. I'm gonna get you in the best shape of your life. I'm gonna do it through mindset and through nutrition. I'll have the workouts there to support you, but you do not even have to do the workouts. And I'm so confident, you all. This is gonna be it. This is the last challenge you'll ever need. Legit. All right, I'm gonna take some questions. Will there be exercise videos? Rose, I will include workouts as an option for you all, but that's not gonna be the focus of the challenge. So I will have workouts there for you to do, absolutely, that will require just your own body weight, that you could do anywhere, but they're not mandatory. Where I'm gonna be really teaching you is the nutrition and getting that completely dialed in. Remember what I shared at the beginning of this video, if you missed it, make sure you check it out, is that for the last year and a half, I couldn't do the workouts I'd always done. So it was nutrition that kept me on point. And all those transformations I showed you, that's not because of workouts, y'all. That was because of what I taught them with nutrition and the belief set. So we change that, pain starts lessening. Inflammation goes down, your confidence comes up. Now you want to work out. So it makes a big difference. Heidi, you've decided, I love it. Monica, what's the special? I think it's $74 to be exact, but I could be off like a couple cents. Go, because it's slashed out from a higher price right now. Go to www.backtobasics.me and you'll see it's the early bird. Now, if you cannot do it now, y'all, you can register this entire month. I'm going to leave it open in December. The difference is the price. I'm doing something special for those of you that are jumping on and committing now, because I know you are like fully committed and all in, and I'll be getting you some bonuses early too to get you started early. So take action now. I don't want this to be a challenge that has, 5,000 people in it. I'm not trying to make it that. So I'm really working on what's the number that I've got in here, really taking it in stages so I have a chance to really individually work with you all. Look, I'm committing to be on calls with you all, answering every single question. So I want to make sure we've got a solid, committed group. So does it work for night shifters? Absolutely, Cindy. So awesome, Crystal. I love it. You're registering now. Monica, you're welcome. Amy, have you done FBR? Will this be different? Yes. Amy, you'll have a head start since you've done FBR. The difference is, Amy, we're going to take some of the best from FBR, some of the best videos, and dial them back. I want this to be simpler, bite-sized chunks, like 2 minutes a day. So some of it will be repeated to you that you've learned before, but not in a bad way. But what's new are the different, we're gonna have all new calls. We've got a new membership site that this is all in. So it's different meal plan. So if you are an alumni to FBR, FLA, still do this. It's like it'll be a really nice refresher, and it's dialed in more, and it's awesome. So I would say do it. Crystal, awesome. Cindy, does it work? Yeah, works for night shifters. The only thing that may not work, Cindy, but it's not a big deal, is the calls that I do weekly, they may not be at a time that you could be on, but that's not an issue either, because we record and mail out the replay every time we do a call, so you still wouldn't miss anything. And we also give you an opportunity to ask questions ahead of time, so no problem there. Heidi, I love it. You decided. A lot of you decided. I love it. Mary, no problem. I wish I could be there now. Wait till the 15th. Awesome. Just commit, Mary, that you're going to do it and make it happen. Hi, Kimberly. I see you. Monica, January only. We're doing it through January. I want to take you through a live challenge in January. So that's when it's happening. Now, however, Monica, let's just say you're like, I want to do it, but I'm traveling in January, whatever. You could still do it. You'll still get the meal plans. You'll still get the replays. You'll still have all the materials. So you could still totally do it. Awesome, you all. Let's see. Any more questions? Let me check over here. All right, y'all. I know I gave you a mouthful tonight. Happy birthday. Erin said it's her birthday. Happy birthday. If those of you just joining now, make sure you watch from the beginning, because I got a little on my soapbox, but I'm taking a stand for you all. I'm taking a stand that this does not have to be you. This can be you. This can be you guys. Let's start 2020 with the possibilities. I love it. All right, y'all. Thanks for your time tonight. I can't wait to see so many of you in there. Shelly, awesome. You're in. Yes, Crystal, I love it. You're in. Yes. Thank you. I cannot wait to work with you all. All right. Thanks for jumping on with me tonight, you all. I can't wait to go see who's committed and work with you in January. Love you all. Bye.